Hi. In a minute. Oh, no. Yeah, it's been a minute. Good to see you and to be seen by you. As always, this is the house in Fata Morgana. Another, I'm sure, stellar recommendation from the Dodgies. Hope you're well. I'm gonna start reading. Imagine that. This guy reading. Here of all places. I love, by the way, the title screen. I love the 4x3 resolution. I love this art. Just no notes. Beautiful. I do have to do this though. I turned off the lights on everything else, but I do want the game, the VN, to be vibrant and front and center. This beautiful, beautiful art. So far, look, title screens say a lot with the VN. I've noticed, as I've been exposed to a few now. And this one says this is gonna be pretty fucking cool. Love this, just everything. I could gush. I could gush. Oh, thunder. Thunder and lightning aren't so frightening sometimes. No spectacle. Not familiar. I recall this game took a very long time to be translated, which is exciting for me as someone who loves the dense and the literary. There is a house. That sits beyond dark, dense woods. Like the world fading into view after a dream. That old mansion appears before without realizing it. You instinctively accept as truth. The house lives in perpetuity, an amalgam of myriad fates and generations. No one knows who first said. Hello, Valsay. Hi, it's so good to see you. Hi, hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming. Make yourself comfortable, make yourself at home. You're always welcome. Not heard much VGM like this. It is beautiful, isn't it? Ethereal and stained glass. Like this art, these backgrounds already. Stained glass, the watercolor. It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's very, very unique already. I'm sold. It's been what? Less than 10 minutes? Less than 10, I'm sold. I guess it does. Oh, thank you for the follow. It does, the house in Fata Morgana, it does remind me, I guess it's sort of like a mellow, near kind of vibe, you know. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Have mercy on me, O Father. Are they ad-libbing? I don't think you're supposed to ad-lib this. Hi, Freezy Pop, hi. And cast their souls into eternal damnation. I'm pretty sure this isn't how the Lord's Prayer goes. I mean, I'm not much of a Christian. But, I was looking down upon a corpse. Ooh, gorgeous. My own corpse. I was afflicted with great despair at the sight of it being dragged to the place of my crucifixion. Not again, my soul crumbled, and I was wholly extinguished. Indeed, I did once lose everything. First time. However, as I faded into darkness everlasting, I heard a voice calling out to me. Oh man, I kind of want to let this background music breathe a little bit, just like soak it in. It's so nice. It's so pretty. And so, I vowed once more that no matter how long it may take, how great the obstacles that stand in my way, or what form you may assume, I shall come back for you. That I must return to that house. So I ask of you, please wait until this mutilated body arrives there once more. Would you wait? I'll be there. Oh, beautiful art. Your consciousness, wavering like a ship at sea, was slowly drawn back to the surface. Her, with each new breath, feeling gradually returned to your fingers. Master, you could hear the pattering of rain from somewhere. A pattering, beautiful word. I love me some onomatopoeia. Master. And the sound of a crackling fire. Wake up, master. Creak, creak, creak. Wake up. They'll say, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you. Wake up. Oh, that crackle. Yeah, many hearts to you too. Thank you so much. Much June love. When you came to, you were rocking back and forth in a rocking chair. The room was dimly lit. Aside from the flickering of the fireplace, there was no other illumination. No light shone through the closed windows. There was only the pitter-patter of rain on the glass. It was as though the whole mansion had been enveloped in darkness. Oh, splendid. You have finally awoken. Someone called out to you. You were about to search the room, but that turned out to be unnecessary. The source of the voice was crouching beside the chair, looking up at you with emerald eyes. Oh my god, this art. This art, my heart. Good morning, master. I didn't plan on saying that phrase tonight, but here we are. Maybe I'll be saying it a lot while I read this. Maybe some people are into that. Lucky them. Good morning. Oh, I get to choose. Oh, the SFX? The like horror SFX? Oh my god. What is the matter? Are you still waking up? You seem rather drowsy. Come now. You must gather yourself. Though I am Glad to hear your voice. Well, thank you so much. What a compliment. I have simply been waiting so long for this moment. Tending to the mansion, all by my lonesome, ensuring it was ready for your return, whenever that time may be. The sprite. I said art, I meant sprite. The eyes closed. Oh my god, gorgeous. When I caught sight of you through the window, my heart fluttered. The time had finally arrived. You were perplexed. This woman, who looked like a maid, seemed to know you, but you had no memory of her. What kind of herbal tea would you like to start your day with? I have some wonderful chamomile leaves, if you would like. Or perhaps your tastes have changed since last we met. Ooh, is this like a nameless one, Planescape Torment kind of deal? Tell me, Master, what would you like? I beg your pardon. I allowed myself to get too excited. That's so awesome that you really like Minecraft. Thank you for being here. I allowed myself to get too excited, but I hope you will be sympathetic, Master. I am just utterly elated that I could see you again. The woman appeared to be genuinely delighted that you had awoken, but she seemed to lack the energy typical of her age. What is her age? Or perhaps life was a more appropriate word than energy. But the gloom extended beyond the maid. It seemed to encompass the entire mansion. The plaster walls, illuminated by the fireplace, and the rose engravings in the ebony pillars felt vaguely familiar. But a crushing sense of claustrophobia overpowered that familiarity. It seemed as though the house wasn't interested in accepting you just yet. Oh my. You do not know who I am? Do you not know who you are either? That is quite the predicament. If you cannot remember who you are, then who am I to serve? The woman's face was pale, almost as though she... A faint chill ran down your spine. Well, first time. You are the master of this house. Though it would seem you have no memories of such. Quite the dilemma. Her eyes are really pretty. If you know not who you are, then you are no different than a stranger to me. No? Indeed, you have returned. But from where? That I cannot say. Then how about this? I am a servant of this mansion, and as such, I am familiar with the many incidents that have taken place here. I shall show you the history of this house, Master. That will surely allow you to recall who you are. The freshly awakened gears in your head began to turn as you mulled things over. Hi, Freezy Pop, hi. Happy to you too. The maid had called you the master of this house. But without a single mirror in the room, you had no way of seeing what you looked like. So cozy here? That is the goal. I'm so glad. That is very gratifying to hear. Please get cozy, get comfortable. Put your feet up, I don't care. Just take your shoes off. We're comfortable, but we're not animals. Other than that, not so many rules. Unable to decide, you reflexively nodded. Let us be off then. And fear not. I merely entreat you not to let go of my hand. This is where I would hold up my hand if I could. We're getting toggle ideas. It's good. Should you hold it tightly, you need not worry about being washed away by the waves of history. No matter what happens, you mustn't let go of my hand. You mustn't let go of my hand. I'm sure you understand. It's for your own safety. These backgrounds are gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Your hand in hers, you followed the maid's lead through the hall. The air within the mansion was oppressive, as though a black miasma hovered within. The house was bleak and barren, hardly a trace of color to be found. You came across an open window. Beyond it lay nothing but darkness. Neither sunlight nor moonlight could be seen. There were no chirping birds, no rustling grass, no signs of life at all. Everything that would normally give color to the world had vanished entirely. The only other presence was that of the maid. Following her lead, you proceeded through the mansion. This is so fucking cool, man. I love this already. The splashes of color. Oh, God. After some time, you arrived at a double door. The glass within shattered. The door, once pure white, long since faded into a dull gray. It appeared to lead to the back garden. You could hear children laughing on the other side. Though it is in the state you now see it, beautiful, beautiful garden once lay beyond these doors. The owner of the time enjoyed gathering rare species of rose from all across the world. They were a bara enjoyer, you might say. At its grandest, it seemed every flower was in constant competition for the most majestic bloom. Would you like to see this wonderful era of splendor and prosperity? I very much hope it is to your liking, master. The maid opened the doors to the back garden. A sudden gust of wind brushed across your face, forcing you to close your eyes as you followed the maid out the doors. When you next opened your eyes, the world was no longer blanketed in shadows. I have a pumpkin coffee. 'Tis the season. The first door. Doors. Move the cursor to the bottom right corner of the screen to display the in-game menu. You can save and load your progress and change the game settings there. Thank you so much. I love these UIs that are very, like, integrative. Yeah. Oh, that's that good shit. Save. They don't make UIs like this outside of VNs these days. And I know this is an older VN, but you know, it's so pretty. Yes, save Rose Manor. There you go. The mansion had an alluring air of beauty about it in that era. It was almost like something out of a fairy tale. Oh, I'm gonna say this so often. I love music. I love music, and this game's music, oh my god. Already. It's so unique. It's so, like, unsettling and pretty. This period of history could perhaps be described as a symphony of destruction, as cumbersome principles of old came crashing down. Freed from the day-to-day oppression of these antiquated precepts, the people seemed to hark back to the more poetic, expressive ways of old. Are we getting a little Victorian with it? A little Edwardian, perhaps? They took these newly blossoming emotions in hand, and with them they wrote literature, painted portraits, composed theater, and found love. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's so good. I'm trying not to get like my energy too out of control, but are you hearing this? I love it. I love it. Even the church, which had maintained authority throughout the Middle Ages, embraced the changing times, adopting the culture's flowering sense of aesthetic. War would break out not 20 years from then, plucking the ripened era from the tree of history. But that is of no concern to us now. At the time, it was still what people refer to as the Golden Age, a period of furor for all who were there. Yeah, turn the fuck up. I'm saying. Beautiful. The UI, I think, adapted as well. Come on. Now let us take a slight detour. No, we will not be changing locations. This is a tale about the mansion, from beginning to end. We will, however, be moving through time. Say, about 8 years into the past. A very wealthy family lived in the house then. The mother and father, brother and sister, all had distinctive, beautiful, flaxen hair. Because the word blonde had not been invented yet. I was always enamored by their hair. By contrast, mine is the color of a wet crow. I like black hair, personally. I had black hair, before. Before, See, there I am, standing around, looking rather a fool. I was happy back then. And what reason did I have not to be afforded the opportunity to attend to such a beautiful house and home? So I poured my heart into serving that family. Listen closely, if you would. That soft, fleeting sound that could only be a young girl singing. Can you hear it? Oh my god, so the music is also contributes to the immersion. We love it. Ludonarrative synergy. La 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 la. The girl you see, cheerfully picking crimson roses and singing like a songbird, was called Nellie. Again, the art, beautiful, gorgeous, incredible, love it. Though young, she sang with elegance. Nellie was deeply fond of the house's garden, and she would often spend her afternoons there. Gorgeous roses, gathered from all across the world, bloomed in the garden. They were given the utmost care, and even had their thorns removed. So young Nellie would not hurt herself, naturally. The light brown-haired girl carefully plucked petals from the roses, gathering them up as she sang. Her voice was like music played by fairies. Nay, the sight of her was like an angel descended from heaven. Hi, flea flicker, hi. Oh dear, please don't look at me like that. I admit I was being rather fanciful. But what is a woman if not fanciful? Hehe. Little bird, singing night and day. For your little birdie heart, sing your woes away. Pretty flowers all around the little birds. And even when the sun comes up. Oh, dearest Mel, I've forgotten what comes next. Are you listening? Come on now. I'm gonna say it every time a new sprite pops up, the art in this. The end. Nellie was As a matter of fact, head to sleep now, have fun. I will sleep well, rest well. Hope to relax a little bit. Thank you so much for coming by. Nellie was, as a matter of fact, not the only visitor to the Rose Garden that day. She always came with her older brother, Mel. The young siblings were inseparable. Mel adored his little sister, can relate, who in turn pined for his attention. The sight of the two innocent children cuddling together, not yet shackled by fear for the future, was truly heartwarming. That day, Mel was sitting in the shade of a tree, reading a book. As I am sure you are aware, in their time, books could not yet be mass-produced. What he was reading had been copied by a scribe. I presume he had borrowed it from the church. The book, having passed through many hands over the years, was visibly worn, but I suppose that just speaks to its importance. Bit of wear and tear is just the sign of a well-loved thing, isn't it? Whether that be books or yours truly. It was, in fact, a Latin grammar textbook he was reading. Oh, stop the fucking presses. Actually, they don't exist yet. Whatever. Mel was a clever boy. He had attended church from a very young age, where a priest would instruct him in Latin grammar. So at the time, I believe he was capable of reading even advanced texts. Oh, dearest Mel, please. The young girl approached her brother, who was consumed by the text. Well, what's going on in the story thus far? We died, woke up, and wandered through some woods, came to a mansion. Inside, there was a timelessly beautiful woman who said that we were her master and that we were meeting again. And she is telling us a story of people who previously lived in the mansion. So this mansion or manor, this VN is basically, yeah. Dying is pretty awesome, and this is definitely what happens. This VN is basically about stories that happened, that took place in the manor. The young girl approached her brother, who was consumed by the text. In her hands, she carried a large pile of rose petals. Though his sister's shadow overlapped with the trees, the boy still did not notice. So Nellie puffed her cheeks, thrust out her slender arms, and let the petals fall. I give a girl attention, you know. It's not even her fault. Really. This is what happens when you don't give a girl attention. Ah. Look, your head is covered in roses, Mel. Oh, Nellie, you got petals on the book. This isn't mine. I can't afford to let it get dirty. It's your fault, dearest Mel. You didn't give me attention. I tried. Oh my god, she literally says. I tried to get your attention. And besides, flowers won't get a book dirty. I must raise the white flag. When did my little lady find herself such a sharp wit? While waiting for you, dearest Mel. I waited, and you didn't so much as glance at me. I'll be an adult by the time you're done reading that book. Wow, that's soon. Damn, flexing. That's soon. Mother says girls grow up fast. She may be right. In that case, we should do something together before you're all grown up. Surely you won't play with me any longer when you become an adult. That's not true. I'll still play with you, even when I'm grown up. But grown-ups don't play, Nellie. Fine, I'll stay a child forever then. That's not as bad as it sounds. Even if you're an old man on the inside. Didn't you just say you were about to grow up? You're so mean, Mel. I'm sorry. Please don't pout, my little lady. How about this? To make it up to you, I'll play whatever you want today. Really? Do you mean it? I want to play make-believe. 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 I will be a princess, taken captive by an evil kingdom, and you, dearest Mel, will be my valiant knight. And then you turn into a prince when you rescue me. A knight can become a prince. Impressive. Yeah, the social mobility in this kingdom is, could have been worse. They can. Knights and princes both have to be charming, so of course they can. Which is why it must be you, dearest Mel. Hey. Dang. Romantic era race? No one else can be my prince, or my knight. While he may have appeared outwardly embarrassed, as his rose-cheeked sister proclaimed prattlingly, I am certain he was smiling on the inside. It's cute. After a few minutes, he meekly knelt, bringing himself to eye level with Nellie and gently stroking her soft hair. Alright then, you're my princess, Nellie. And not just anyone's princess. Yours, Mel, but yours alone. So, don't be anyone else's prince but mine, okay? Nellie. Geez, my princess is quite the fawner. Is that bad? Does that make you dislike me? Not at all. I'm proud to have you as my sister, Nellie. You mean more to me than anything in the world, my dear princess. I love you, dearest Mel. You'll always be my prince, forever and ever. Her mood quite improved. Nellie began humming the melody of the song she had forgotten the lyrics to. Holding the skirt of her dress out from her body, the young girl pranced about the rose garden. That's so cute. Mel, his eyes on her back, gave a little shrug. Women. Oh, Nellie, don't come crying to me if you trip running like that. But, well, Mel was not entirely disapproving of his sister's excitement. You can't crush a girl's whimsy. He carefully brushed aside the petals on his book, set it in the shade of that tree, and began chasing after Nellie. They were picturesque siblings, brimming with hope. And at this time in their lives, there was nothing to jeopardize that hope. You know, when you put it like that, it makes me think there's gonna be something to jeopardize that hope. And, that makes me a little bit sad. But you don't get aesthetics as peak as these without, breaking a few eggs. Would it not be wonderful if children could stay children forever, Master? As I see it, though, the pleasant, gentle times in our lives have value because they come to an end. I've never agreed with that personally. Oh, I didn't even see that. Wouldn't you agree? No, actually. You want to make a masterpiece? You gotta pop a few tabs. On God. Popping tabs, changing lives, pouring drinks, in that order. Time continues to flow, impartial and without exception. And as such, everyone's childhood comes to an end. Be that as it may, does time also flow at the same speed for each individual? Well, not if none of your VTuber, of course. Hee hee hee. Or if you're a maid of the house in Fata Morgana, I would be very much delighted if we could remain at this point in time. But unfortunately, we cannot. Please, do not let go of my hand, Master. Please. Please. New scene. New scene. New art. New music. They said, I think it was like a selling point for this game. Oh fuck, dude. The drop. That Victorian Edwardian romance. That drop. Oh my god. No, it was a point that they emphasized with this game, that the music was composed for it. And yeah, that's like, it's kind of like, how do I put it? It's kind of like expected, I guess. But when you say the music was composed for this, like, could it be more perfect, really? I'll be on my way then. Oh, you usually stay for longer. Yes, I have an errand to run today. Thank you for your time, as always. Would you like the book back sometime next week? Next week or the week after? Hold on to it as long as you'd like. But surely there are others who want to use it. None as sharp as you, Mel. Put yourself in my shoes, and you'll understand. I want to give you any advantage you can get. This is so new to me, I'm interested. Well, I'm so glad that you're interested. I also find it very interesting, very compelling, very fucking cool. Oh, do you not believe me? No, I believe you, Father. Thanks for being here, by the way, and thanks for following. Paradox Tank. And I mean to do whatever I can not to disappoint you. That's the spirit. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask. I'm proud to have you as my pupil. Ah, yes, and Mel, do consider what we were talking about. Going to university. Indeed. If you do, I can introduce you to some accomplished instructors. There is very little left for me to teach you, and I believe you would make a fine priest. The expression change in the sprite. Seeing a sprite of this quality, like move through expressions, is just so cool. It's an honorable thing, Mel, to devote yourself to the service of our Lord. Dude, same. I'll give it some thought. If you'll excuse me then. Yeah, no. Dude, same. I'll see you again. Our doors are always open. Farewell. Whether it's in the service of God or the service of church, it is an honorable profession. But theology, dude, same. It's crazy. When I was studying philosophy in a previous life, right? I brushed up against theology and I found it very fun, but bleh, the game art style is so unique to me. Oh, it's very unique to me too. Is it Amano Sensei? That does art. Like I could be, I'm probably grossly misremembering, but definitely has that old Castlevania vibe. That's just so fucking aesthetic, man. And the UI as well. It's just gorgeous. It's awesome. I wouldn't mind attending university, but I'm not sure. I'd kind of like to do something different. Something more befitting of the times. Oh, and what is that? Oh, well, that answers that. As for what, though, I'm stumped. But I need to make up my mind soon. If I drag my feet for too long, even my father is liable to grow impatient. This shit medieval as hell, on God. On the holy name of the Lord. May he have mercy on us all, you know. Yeah, very medieval. Mercy me. Young sire, blessed young sire, alms, alms for the poor. Ah, this beggar, if I'm not mistaken, he's been outside the church since last week? Alms, the way he shakes his head, I can get a glimpse of his forehead under his hood. He's completely bald. Oh no. Anything but that. The poor creature. Bald, imagine. Ugh. Buy yourself some bread with this. Oh, please, sir, I am bald and penniless. So is this guy gay? No. He's just well dressed. May the Lord bless your soul. Thanks, Lord. Oh no. Nellie's going to be cross if I don't hurry home. Curses, and it looks like it's going to rain. Well-dressed men, true. Master. Oh, thank goodness. You appear to have a firm grasp on your consciousness. I was afraid you would accidentally let go of my hand. Men used to dress very fancy until around the 1700s. Yeah. You know, it's men thinking that taking care of yourself in any way is gay is a very recent and very pathetic development. Now, Master, this is the period of time I truly wished to show you. The boy reading in the rose garden was now a fine young man. Nonetheless, he still bore the same gentle eyes as before, and he would, from time to time, show remnants of that innocent young boy. He was, in his own mind, still making the transition into adulthood, I suspect. Nell frequently visited the church, on Sundays, to participate in Mass, of course, but more often to be tutored by the priest. In addition, he also attended a private school, run by an eminent marquis. Though it was not a school where students had desks and sat in rows. They studied at the marquis's estate. Secondary and higher education was not the same as it is today. And Mel was considering university. The priest wanted to recruit him to the church, but Mel was having difficulty deciding what he should do. That he had such a choice is envious, is it not? I love moving through these backgrounds. It's so fucking cool, man. Good afternoon. I'm here to pick up my order. Is it ready? Aye, ready and waiting, young Master Rhodes. Oh, don't call me young master, please. Beg your pardon. Can I seem to get me head out of the past? Your order's right here, sir. Music is so... yeah, it is so... the music is so... absolutely. It's like, ethereal. It's so Mel. Yeah, it really is, huh? Mel had stopped at a jewelry store in the center of town on his way back from the church. The building was both a workshop and storefront, and the nobles of the area were deeply fond of the master's wares. Yeah, it does feel like it was composed like when we transition through periods, like the composition is like for this period of time, and probably serves as like a, you know, motif for the protagonist of the chapter. He was so skilled, even the royal family had commissioned work from him. As a matter of fact, the wooden sign out front was engraved with a replica of a piece of his jewelry said to be on display in the palace. As artistry flourished in this golden age, the number of shops selling luxurious items, such as jewelry, rose in kind. However, the clientele of these shops comprised a very narrow range of people. May I have a look? Of course, of course. Good. It came out just as I hoped. The art is insane. It's so good. Splendid work. Thank you. Can I afford to disappoint a loyal customer like yourself? An admirable work ethic. I'm sure she'll love it. Such a kind lad, young master. My boy back home could do well to learn a thing or two from ya. Every man loves to show women some cordiality. Going home to a cold fireplace is a sad thing indeed. Yeah, I'm saying. You know, warm 'em up. So true. So true, other guy. Again, please don't call me young master. My apologies. I'll take this and be on my way then. Good day. If you find yourself in need of aught else, just let me know. I can make any jewelry you ask for. Come to me, and your sweetheart's day sure is made. And I guarantee the two of you will have all sorts of fun when you give it to her. Before you give it to her, aye? Please, Saint, I don't have a sweetheart. Oh, well, that's a surprise. I'm sure many girls are vying for your hand too, young Mr. Rhodes. A fine family, good looks, charming, and your future's all but. It's a pretty good scout. Thanks, man. I'll be on my way then. I'm rusty. I hadn't expected to put on an accent tonight, but I'm glad it's pretty good Scots. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Good day. Come by again anytime. Scotland forever. Hell yeah. Kilts out, boys. Kilts out. It's a breezy day. Goodness. Maybe I'll say I want to study abroad or something. Scotland forever. You're so right, man. Patient as my father may be, that would certainly anger him. I can hear it now. You're wasting your God-given talents, boy. I could renounce my name and rank. Go somewhere far away. That sounds like the kind of plan Nellie would come up with. Nellie's stupid. People are starving out there, getting plague and shit. Don't let Nellie make the decisions. Back to the beautiful rose garden. As he drew closer to the mansion, the rich fragrance of roses grew more prominent. Over time, this distinctive scent had led visitors to refer to the house as Rose Manor. It was also probably a play on the flaxen-haired family's last name, Rhodes, which you heard the owner of the jewelry store say just moments earlier. Cheers, by the way. That's my cheers face. The mansion looked quite different than it does now, no? No thickets of ivy covering the walls, and no rotten, broken doors to be found. I wonder what the Rhodes family would think if they saw the house in its present tragic condition. The sight of their abundantly blooming roses, a veritable symbol of prosperity, long since withered and turned into soil. My apologies, I got a little sentimental there. Let us forget, for a moment, about our own time. I suppose I stayed out a little too long. Oh well, the sun still shines high in the sky. I'm sure it's... Damn, she got that 17th century glomp. I love the BGM change. This is really, really cute. That's so cute. The art, again, I'm gonna say this every time. Dearest Mel, what took you so long? Wherever have you been? I've been waiting forever. Nelly, you're not in the house. Nope, you were taking so long, I decided to wait by the gate. But you didn't even notice me. At all. Again. Is that any way to treat a lady? Yes, little sister. Absolutely, little sister. That's what I said. Oh, that setting's got your head stuck up in the clouds. No, it hasn't, really. Also, you're heavy. Could you please get off my back? Heavy? Oh, that sprite is really pretty. Like, the previous era was cute, right? But this one is like, it's really, really pretty. I like it. I've been gradually reducing the amount of sweets I eat, and I love sweets to maintain my figure for a new dress. And you call me heavy? As a big brother myself, I am particularly fond of little sisters. Well, handshake emoji. I didn't catch that. Were you saying a tongue twister? You're such a dimwit, Mel. The expression change. Jerk, blockhead, weakling, baka. And obnoxious to boot. Whatever happened to the delightful little girl who was once my sister? She'd probably throw a fit if I said that out loud. Should you really be outside, Nelly? You are the star of today's event. It's fine. They can call it a birthday party, but I know it's just about fraternizing. It's obvious what Father's true motives are. They even, had like an expression change just for like the elevation of her eyebrows, which is chef's kiss, you know. He'll be gathering a bunch of boys from good families to look for someone to marry me off to. Ugh, I have no interest in that at all. Oh, it's an incest story. Don't be like that, Nelly. They're all here for you. At least enjoy what you can at the party. I guess. And besides, it's not completely terrible. Look at this, dearest Mel. What do you think? What do I think? About what? About what? Mel. Incest is the kink of royalty? Well, they did call me the monochrome prince once upon a time. My new dress, it arrived. I'm wearing it. How could you not notice? Yeah, Mel, you're such a baka. You should join the priesthood. I did notice. It was something I hadn't seen before, but you have so many dresses, Nelly, so... But this is the dress I had made just for today. Look at the colors, they're so pretty. It is a very pretty dress. It's the work of a renowned dyer. And this belt is just lovely. You see how it comes together to form a butterfly? I don't see that, actually. You should show. Oh. Ooh, oh. Even. I'm just absolutely in love with it. I think I'll be wearing this dress for a while to come. A while to what? So tell me, what do you think? Does it look good on me? Yeah, it does. It's pretty. Hehehe. The bar is on the floor. In some ways, I guess she's still a delightful little girl. Oh, dear Smell, I love you. Glomp. Ooh, don't jump on me like that. Ah. Oh my, you dropped something. And what have we here? Wait, hold on, no. You can't have that yet. Is it a present? Give it back. I was going to give that to you later. I knew it, it's for me. And just what could it be? Hey, don't open it. What's the big deal? It's gonna be mine soon anyway, isn't it? Ooh, I love it. A rose necklace. And this design, it's from the jeweler the royal family uses. Oh, my dearest Mel, you had this made just for me. Ah, jeez. What? I don't know, Paradox Tank. I mean, say he's wrong. Like it or not, you know? It defeats the purpose if you open it before the party. Happiness is always better sooner rather than later, Mal. I think I'll put it on right away. There, how does it look? It looks lovely. My prince is still the sweetest in all the land. They kinda had no choice. I mean... Sometimes. Sometimes they, made their choice. Don't make such weird noises. Oh, but why not? A prince always knows exactly what his princess wants. And this princess wanted some rose jewelry to go with her new dress. Understand? Jeez, I sure don't have it easy playing your prince, Nelly. Might be about time you found a new one. Damn! Damn! Break your fucking heart, man. A prince is a prince because you can't just find one standing on the street corner. True. Although that's where they found me. No. If you want to retire, dearest Mel, you're going to have to wait another 10 years. That's a long time. This is getting a little thick. Yeah, right? Or... So is this a game or a story? This is what's called a visual novel. It is an interactive story. It goes in the game category because, you make choices, and so it's not quite a novel, it's not quite anything but a game. It's just a very specific type of game, which is really, an interactive novel with visuals and music and all that. Yeah. Or if you find yourself a new princess. I'm not so. Yeah, it's think of it as this is just like story time with extra steps, And that's why there's the emphasis on like the art and music and writing. You're about as romantic as a rock, dearest Mel. But worry not, your adorable sister will always be your princess. What more could you want? Are you really allowed to be the judge of that? I mean, more to you than any other girl in the world, do I not? That makes me your perfect princess. uh, hey, what was with that laugh and it'll all be over soon laugh? Outs. You're always telling me I mean more than anyone to you. Yes, you do. More than anyone in the world, my beloved baby sister. Hee hee hee. I'll take good care of the necklace. Thank you, my dearest Mel. It is about time for a little stretch break, we'll say. But I'm so enjoying this so far. The atmosphere, the artistry, the various kinds. It's good shit. And I hope listening in is pleasant and relaxing, as it should be. Back by what? Let's say 10:15. Yeah. It's delightful. I'm so glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. I am also finding it pretty fucking delightful. So yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate the company. And we'll roll some ads and be back in a little after a little break to stretch my legs, rest my voice, and get some tea. Get a funny feeling there will be despair. Oh, absolutely. You don't get art this peak. You don't get art this peak without there being horror elements. This definitely gonna go to shit. Absolutely gonna go to shit. But for now, cute and pretty. Here we are, back and reading once again. Happily continuing. Oh well. If you're happy with it, then so am I. You're very welcome. Now, back into the house with you. Can't have a party without the guest of honor. Do you know if anyone is here yet? Nope. I imagine they'll be here soon, though. And were you down at the church again today, Mel? Yeah, there was something I didn't know how to translate, so I went to look it up. Wow, so diligent. I can't say I really like the priest there, personally. Actually, I kind of feel the same way. What? Really? Why? Well, you know, I have my reasons. Oh. Hmm. Hehe. So even you don't always like the priest, huh? I'm concerned. Let's get mass on Sunday then. We can go play. No skipping church. No skipping church. As grew the brother, so too did the sister. That day, Nellie would be turning 14, and Mel, 3 years her senior, was 17. You saw it with your own eyes, so you know just how much she has changed. She was always a cute little girl, and she grew into an even more beautiful young woman. Though she was only 14, she was well on her way to becoming a fine lady. As for her character, well. But a girl like that has her own charms, would you not say? I would say. Yeah, I would. Drifting down the river of time, the two siblings matured into healthy young adults, but the core of their relationship did not change in the slightest. Nellie was very much attached to her brother, and as much as Mel complained, he still cared deeply for his sister. Around the time the sun had begun to set, carriages started lining up outside as well-dressed aristocrats made their way into the house. As Nellie had suspected, the majority of them were boys. Whoas. Yes, I understand. You don't need to say anything more. Rose Manor, right? Okay, we'll go together. Me? Alone? No, please don't make me. The inhabitants of Rose Manor are surely living quite contented lives, and I'm sure they don't remember a thing. Oh? A thing about what? Ooh. The insert, the splash insert. A new chapter. Maybe. Definitely new beautiful art. The room with the fireplace was always kept in pristine condition, so they could entertain guests at any time. Walls colorfully decorated with tapestries and stained glass windows gave testament to their great fortune. The servant's first assignment every morning was to clean this room. Pitchers, silver plates, and silverware were polished to a shine so they could be proudly put to use at a moment's notice. And for events like their daughter's birthday, the room served an even more important role. The table's tops were removable, so they had ordered new tabletops with designs made especially for this occasion. And once the banquet had drawn to a close, tables speckled with half-empty wine glasses and leftover candied fruits were moved off to the side to make room for, of course, the festivities. Good evening, Lady Nellie. You're looking particularly lovely today. Nellie, I had these jewels cut just for you. You'll let me have this dance, won't you? Cringe. What's the matter, Nellie? You look exhausted. These are pretty good. Want one? I know you like sweets. They're apples, candied in rock sugar, I think. You disappoint me, dearest Mel. What do you think is the matter? All these fuckboys, all these scrubs, hanging out the passenger side of their best friend's ride, trying to holler at her. They just keep coming, it never ends. It's driving me up the wall. Everyone's just repeating the same lines they've been taught. They all think pretty jewels and requests to dance are enough to make a girl swoon. Is that not? But I think that is true for you, Nellie. Though, why is she disappointed with me? I think I'm done with birthday parties after this year. They'll probably throw an even bigger one next year. Huh? Why? Well, you're about that age, Nellie. We are a reasonably distinguished family, so there are a number of different houses that would like to have connections with us. So, what you're saying is, do it for the family? No, that's not. I won't date or marry anyone. I have no interest in being used as a pawn in their interfamily politics. Pawn, I wouldn't go that far. And I'm sure Father wants to let you choose yourself. Someone you actually love. Love? I never thought I would hear you talking about love, dearest Mel. You don't even understand what makes Shakespeare's play so beautiful, and you're talking about love? You fell asleep during Romeo and Juliet, and you're talking about love? I love her expression in this. We went all the way out to the Globe Theater, too. Oh, so they're, 16th century then? Nice. Gotcha. Well, pardon me for being ignorant when it comes to romance and the arts. But you're not, Nellie. Shakespeare's make-believe story made you cry like a baby. Anyone would cry at that. You'd have to be crazy to sleep through it. That's not what I'm saying. Someone as emotionally vibrant as you, Nellie, would have no problem finding love. Oh, dearest Mel, we should dance. Lady Nellie, could I have this? Let's dance, dearest Mel. What, me? Wait, Come on, I really like this song. Quit pulling on me, Nelly. What's the point of us dancing? We're siblings. Mother and father are staring daggers at us. No matter. What day is it today, dearest Mel? Your birthday? Exactly. So I can do what I want. Now attend to your princess, as a proper prince should. Ah, jeez, how did I get myself into this? It happens, man. You know? Try being less charming and pretty. I know it's tough, but... Nelly's skirt fluttered along with her as she stepped in time to the music. I know it's a struggle, but I learned to live with it, so can you. She was not only a skilled singer, but a skilled dancer as well. Mel, on the other hand, fumbled over his own feet trying to keep up. One would be hard-pressed to describe his dance abilities as good, even as flattery. Though boys of his pedigree were taught to dance as part of their etiquette lessons, he found himself more dragged around by his sister. He could hardly be said to be attending to her. Whew. This is humiliating. Oh, I love how the sprite is like bobbing around. Because his parents had been hands-off in raising him, largely giving him free rein to study and learn what he pleased, Mel looked like a tangled-up marionette. From throughout the hall, he could hear giggling, uncomfortable chuckling, and people coughing to disguise their laughter. Come now, dearest Mel. If this is the best you can manage, what are you going to do when you find a girl that catches your eye? I won't, so it doesn't matter. Follow my lead, Mel. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nelly alone enjoyed her time dancing with her brother, and quite thoroughly at that. It did not matter to her that he moved awkwardly, or that the guests were giving them cold stares. It was their parents who first cracked under the pressure. Just as their father was about to give an exaggerated cough and stop the music. Oh, a ruckus. Fuck, here it goes. Is this where it ends? Suddenly swelled up near the entrance. What could that be? Who knows? Whatever's going on, I've been spared. Probably what you could call a bit of dramatic irony that he says that. The music came to a stop, and the party guests began bustling. The sibling's father spoke up sternly above the noise in order to quell the spreading commotion. He ordered the servants to investigate, and the music restarted, gave a short apology for the interruption, and set the party back on course. I went to go check on the entrance with the other servants, as I recall. Oh my, why are you looking at me like that? Hehe. These are not my memories, but those which dwell within the mansion. Do you think we should be following what happens next from my perspective then? That is not what confused you? Well, your questions shall be answered in time. In time. Now, let us return to our tale. Though the party had fallen still for a moment, their father's decisive actions restored the guests' festive moods in short order. Cheers, by the way. So it was not, by any means, the commotion that caused the ball to conclude earlier than planned. Oh dear, I hear thunder. It was rather loud, too. Sounds like we have quite the storm brewing. Ominous. They lived in a country where the weather was nothing if not unpredictable. Rain was a frequent occurrence there. The stretches of time with clear skies grew longer as summer approached, but the weather was still somewhat unstable, on the cusp of the two seasons. They had a strong wind that night as well, which turned the raindrops into little spears on the window. Were the party to continue on any longer, no one would be able to go home. Although their father was quite concerned that Nellie had not got on with any of the aristocrat boys, he decided to cut the festivities short. The flickering. Thank goodness it ended early. How lucky I am. This must be a blessing for always being such a good girl. I'm not sure having your own birthday party cut short counts as lucky. But it was no fun. I can't help it if I'm not enjoying myself. For heaven's sake, Arthur was here. I have no interest in dancing with that dunce. Yeah, she's a dancer, not a duncer. I'll +2 myself, it's fine. Arthur, who's that again? Someone who was here? Unbelievable. You don't remember anything, do you, dearest Mal? He came over to play a few times when we were little. He's covered in gross freckles and he's a huge jerk. He said my hair looked like the color of fallen leaves. Fallen leaves? Just thinking about that ugly smirk has me fuming. And yet he acts like nothing happened. He even calls me Lady Nellie, for goodness sake. Are you listening, dear Smell? I'm listening. I'm listening. I wonder what the ruckus earlier was. Ugh, you weren't listening, were you? Who cares about that? Sorry, but aren't you curious? It probably wasn't another guest, at least. Maybe a cat sneaked in. You think so? I do. But enough about that. Would you like to play cards in my room, dearest Mel? Seriously? I'm exhausted, though. It's not even that late. Fine. Something feels kind of off. A cat. I want to go check. Come on, hurry up. Okay, hold on. You don't need to drag me, Nellie. My birthday isn't over yet, so you're not done attending to me. Oh, Nellie. Whoa, Nellie. Ain't no way. Ain't no freaking way. Ah, beautiful. Bathing in it a little bit. The rain just won't let up. I can't sleep. I wonder what the commotion earlier was about. Oh, for goodness sake. It's all the storm's fault. That's why I can't sleep. I'm just fretting over nothing. I'm sure Nellie was right. It was just a cat. Maybe a dog. I can't sleep. Man, I feel that. I hardly ever have this much trouble falling asleep. What could this feeling be, I wonder? It's not quite foreboding. Walking around the house at this time of night isn't going to help anything. But I'm not going to fall asleep just lying here. The only sounds that could be heard in the dark corridors were the sharp pitter-patter of the rain, his footsteps, and his breathing. Thank you for the follow by the way, slow babble. Though he was intimately familiar with the layout of the house. That night, the hallways felt like an endless labyrinth, veiled in shadows. No moonlight shone through the windows, so he, naturally, found himself moving cautiously, despite being in his own residence. Keeping the palm of his hand pressed up against the chilly wall. Gotta eat? Thanks for relaxing time. Hey, my pleasure. Hope I helped to get you there. You know. Rest well. He put one foot in front of the other. But to where he was supposed to head? Mel, of course, had no way of answering that question himself. If he had anything, it was guidance from above, the path to his destination lit by flashes of lightning. Or perhaps there was something else leading him along. Though he progressed with a fair bit of hesitation in his step, Mel was slowly but surely drawing nearer to one room in particular. He made his way through the seemingly endless halls, past the living room, its fireplace long since cooled, into another corridor, and then stopped outside an Abigail's bedchamber. The dim glow of a lamp spilled through the cracks in the door. A gust of wind is not necessary to make a flame flicker. A person's movements or vibrations in the air from someone speaking, the slightest of emotions, can cause the light of a fire to quiver. Oh my god, this like slightly open doors. It's it's giving Resident Evil. Period piece Resident Evil vibe. Oh, it's so unsettling. With the storm and the music, it feels like it's like been a gradual descent. Rapid, but still gradual. Shifting subtly, as though nudged by an invisible fingertip. I can see light from inside. Is she still awake? A voice. He seemed to be hesitating. It would not be difficult for him to approach the door and peer inside. But he had reservations about peeping in on another's chambers, even if he was in his own house. Moreover, this room was assigned to a woman. There was a woman behind that door. What would you do, Master, in this situation? Would you succumb to your curiosity and gaze inside? Or would you respect the owner's privacy? I shouldn't be doing this. The voice. It feels like it's calling to me? Or someone else. Yes, me. Could sense someone watching me at that moment. He had succumbed to his curiosity. He stood on the other side of the door from me, his flaxen eyes open wide, trying to remain as invisible as possible. The wavering in his art seemed to create faint ripples in the air, which I pretended not to notice. Yes, I knew he was there. I could sense his presence, and his wavering emotions. However, I could not begin to speculate as to his true feelings, or how great a surprise this was to him. I, too, am discovering new facets of this tale by viewing it through the eyes of the mansion. But it is not I who is of concern, Master. It is you. You and... I know I shouldn't be doing this. I should be ashamed of myself. But I can't look away. Who is that? Her skin, it's so pale you can practically see through it. Is it that white because she was out in the cold rain? Her hair is white as snow, and her eyes, they're like, how do I describe it? My vocabulary truly lacks for situations like this. They look like blood. No, that's just disturbing. Then wine, perhaps. No, more translucent than that. Gemstones, then. Yes, gemstones. Her eyes are like rubies. I've never seen anyone like her before. What could they be talking about? Mel's eyes were affixed on the peculiar young woman. She had glass-like skin, eyes that glimmered in the flickering candlelight, snow-white hair that flowed like luxurious silk. But her lips were bluish-purple, her soft, delicate skin sullied with grime, her twinkling eyes pointed down at the floor, and her hair a disheveled mess. She was, even at a glance, clearly not a lady of means. The tips of her fingers were cracked from the cold, her nails pale from malnutrition, and her garb little more than rags. However, true beauty is always visible, no matter what may be hidden beneath, even wrapped in a veil of insalubrity. Even if she thought herself hideous. I wonder what happened to her. Mel could no longer avert his gaze from the girl's visage. He had, for the time being, forgotten the shame he felt for peeping. As he strained his ears to hear the conversation taking place inside, a sickly voice arose from the white-haired girl's purple lips. Beautiful art, of course. So feeble was the sound that a gentle breeze blowing through the room could carry it away. I apologize for the trouble. Think nothing of it. Give your apologies and thanks to the mistress. Understood. There's something strangely comforting about this house. Almost as if I've been here before. If my father were here, I'm sure he would be quite fond of it. I'm sorry about your father. There's nothing you could have done, I imagine. When you came to our rescue, he was already... Rescue, father? Was that, perchance, what the commotion was about? He stared intently, entranced by the scene unfolding beyond the door. A gaze can often signal one's presence to others more effectively than words. The white-haired girl could likely sense him there as well. She flicked her gem-like eyes upward. Damn. Pretty. That was when the boy finally felt a pang of panic. For a split second, his flaxen eyes met her ruby eyes, causing him to recoil from the door. His heart was pounding like the rain outside. Careful not to make a sound, he took 1, 2 steps away. Did she catch me? I'm not sure. It was only for a moment. She can't have seen me. The boy did not have the courage to begin on the room a second time, so he cautiously returned to his bedchamber as quietly as he could manage. Through the halls, in the halls to his door, but even beneath his covers, he could not erase that girl's eyes from his memory. Her melancholic red irises, her voice delicate as a glass sculpture, her pale, almost lifeless skin, her pure white hair. Every singular detail kept him from banishing her image from his mind. Nor could he restrain his heavily pounding heart. Where could she be? Who could she be? Whom? White hair, red eyes. A familiar phenotype. Is something the matter? No, I just thought I felt someone watching us. It's only your imagination, I'm sure. If not your imagination, then perhaps some unseen force was watching you. Unseen force? Are you familiar with how people refer to this mansion? Rose Manor. Yes, indeed. It is called Rose Manor because you can smell the sweet fragrance of the rose garden, even at a great distance. But that is not what I meant. It is said that a witch resides within the house. A witch? Oh. Maid is a witch? Okay. I have not heard any such stories. You probably wouldn't have. It was a very, very long time ago. Nothing you need concern yourself with. You have a peculiar presence about you. Should I consider that a compliment? It's getting late. You should get some rest. A room has already been set aside for you. But first, may I ask you one thing? Yes. I do not believe you have given me your name yet. My name is... L. Wake up. Up, Mel. What? Now wake up and, look at some more beautiful art. Listen to my leitmotif. Thank you, Mel. Huh? It's morning? You disappoint me, dearest Mel. It is very much long since morning. I didn't see you at breakfast, so I came to find out what was the matter. I've really been asleep that long? And father is too lenient on you, dearest Mel. Oversleeping is hardly proper behavior for a firstborn son. I know. But before that... Yes, dearest Mel. What are you doing in here? You can't just go prancing into a boy's bedchamber. Leave that to the servants. I did send one for you. You're the one who refused to wake up. Besides, it's not like we're strangers. We used to sleep together all the time. That was long ago. Things are different now. Oh, you're overthinking it, silly. Now, hurry up. Out of bed, sleepyhead. Alright. I'm getting up. So you can see yourself out. Oh my, you look awful, dearest Mel. For someone who overslept, you look like you didn't get a wink last night. You think so? You didn't go out on the town last night, did you? Naughty, naughty boy. I would never. You know that. You squeaked. I don't think I believe you. I didn't go out last night or anything. I'm tired because you had me playing cards until late, Nelly. Hey, we weren't playing for that long. Besides, look at me. I got up just fine. Anyway, shoo. I can't get dressed with you in here. Fine, I'm leaving. Phew. Oh, I almost forgot, dear Smell. Oh, what now? Come on, no need to be mean. The expression, so funny. That's so cute. I'm sure you'll be quite surprised at the news. Oh? At breakfast, which you missed. Told you what? Do I really want to say? It sounds like you want me out of your room, dear Smell. Please, Nelly. Hehe. We got a new maid today. They're from a house we have ties to, supposedly. I've never seen anyone like her before. For supposedly coming from a good family, she isn't very graceful, and I've never seen her at social gatherings. But that's not the surprising part. Who's that maid? She's peculiar. She has a very unusual appearance, that one. Have white hair. What? How do you know that, Mel? Thanks, Nelly. Fucking dibs. Hey, get back here. Oh, for goodness sake. What's gotten into him? Bah. Bah. At the time, the majority of servants at the mansion were men. However, the ladies of the house all had abigails, so there were several women servants, myself included. The maids, by and large, were selected from the daughters of other esteemed families. It was, you could say, a sort of training before they entered society. The girls would serve at houses even more powerful than their own. And the white-haired girl Mel saw the night before was one such maid. When he heard this, Mel could not sit still any longer. Oh, I really didn't think this through, did I? I don't even know where she is. I'm guessing she's probably Mother's maid? White hair. It has to be the girl from last night. But deep down, he was having difficulty believing the young woman he had seen the previous night was truly here to be a servant. And can you blame him? When he saw her, she was an absolute mess. Hardly what you would envision from a girl of class. But he did not seek her to find out whether that was true. He merely wanted to see her once more, to ascertain whether what he had witnessed the previous night was real or his imagination. And he wanted to have an actual conversation with her. I don't want to run into Mother. That would be awkward. He was heading toward his mother's bedchamber, but the closer he drew, the heavier each step grew. He rounded a corner, debating whether or not to head back, and stopped in his tracks. On occasion, wishes do come true. Vouch. When Mel turned the corner, he saw her. The same girl. That same white hair. Ah. She appeared to be cleaning the hallway. She traced along the wooden carvings lining the walls, making certain not to miss even a speck of dust. The girl wore a pristine dress, the uniform of the mansion's abigails. There was no longer any filth to obscure her beauty. She cleans up good. You love to see it. You truly, truly love to see it. All that had covered her pure white hair and glass-like skin was no longer. The one thing that had not changed was her listless ruby eyes. Pardon me. Hearing his footsteps, the young woman raised her head. She caught Mel's gaze, and for a brief moment, merely blinked at him in silence. Lord Mel. Yes, your father informed me of you. Did he? I guess I don't need to, but introduce myself then. I believe she made an attempt to smile, though it was difficult to tell, and she quickly dropped her gaze back to the floor. Flax and Ruby met only for the briefest moment. She seemed to be looking at both someone and no one at all. Oh, we like some real autistic, I get it. Everyone here truly has the most beautiful color of hair. Did you have business with the mistress, Lord Mel? I can let her know, if you would like. No, I was looking for you. For me? Hand on our chest. Mel felt as though all the blood in his body had begun to flow backwards. Just stopping by before bed to say hi. Hope you have an awesome stream. Emiru, it has been so far, so good. I am really enjoying this VN a lot. And I don't know, man, just vibing. Thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you. But ask how you're doing. Well, I'm doing fantastic. I love this VN on every level. I'm a sucker for doomed romance and beautiful art and beautiful music and unique presentation, and it has all of those. So I'm having a fucking awesome night. Thank you so much, E for the sub as well. You guys are so generous. Thank you so much. I didn't think the night could get any better. Here we are. He could not effectively describe the sensation, but in a word, it resembled panic. On his way to find her. Love the gothic aesthetic? Yeah, absolutely. So that's a great way to put it. I love a work where everyone in it, and maybe I'm biased, I'll be honest. I love a work where everyone in it kind of looks like a vampire. You know? It's awesome. Mel had come up with a number of subjects he wanted to talk about, and he generally had little trouble speaking with others. He'd had less experience interacting with women, this was true, but the time he had spent around Nellie had kept him from stumbling too much. Until then. Yes, for you. Well, why would you be looking for me? Lord Mel, gotta love a good vampire. Ain't that just the truth? Yeah, I knew I liked you. Thank you. Yeah, good taste. We do love a good vampire around these parts. Yeah, I was wondering how you were doing. Pardon? I'm quite fine. Good. That's great to hear. You fool, Mel. What are you even saying? 16th century spaghetti. 17th century, maybe. Look, I don't know. You have more important things to ask, like where she came from. Or to tell her she has pretty hair and eyes. But I don't want to trouble her too much. Yeah, Mel. Girls hate being called pretty. Yeah, it's gonna be a real big pain in the ass if you compliment her. Lord Mel. Yes? Sorry, you just suddenly fell silent. Was I in your way? Do you hate me? Should I kill myself? In my way? No, not at all. What are you up to? Uh, up to? I'm cleaning. He's not wrong though. Another thing you gotta love is a good white-haired king or queen. True. Por que no los dos, right? We love a good white-haired king and a good white-haired queen. Absolutely. You're so right. Well, yeah, I didn't even need to ask. Oh, you're cleaning. Oh, you can just let the other servants take care of the cleaning. You're one of the noble's daughters we took in, right? Then why is mother making... No, I'm doing this because I want to. The mistress appeared to be busy, and I could not simply be idle. But I enjoy cleaning. Well, if you say so. Say, yesterday. This mansion is truly a thing of beauty. All the many roses in the garden. Even the furnishing has had a great deal of thought put into it. This family must have a wonderful sense of aesthetic. True. Oh, yeah, thanks. Did she just change the subject on me? Get handled, you fucking nerd. I'm delighted to have been given the opportunity to serve at such a magnificent house. Mother and father actually had nothing to do with that. Not even the garden. That's all been around since my grandfather's time. Subject changed like a pro. Yeah, you can tell this girl's been... She's had to deflect a awkward boy or two in her time. She's a pro. Thanks for the follow, by the way. The mansion was a complete wreck when he bought it. Oh, was it? Oh, I think I accidentally skipped a line. Oh, I did not. Oh, was it? Yeah, frankly, I'm surprised he actually paid money for it. The chandelier in the foyer was shattered and only half attached to the ceiling. Most of the decorations on the walls were broken. I can hardly imagine. This is a marvelous, impressive house. I'm sure he'd be flattered to hear it. My grandfather was a bit of an eccentric. He liked to do things people didn't expect, just to watch the looks of surprise on their faces. You could say he was a little random, you could say he was a little chaotic. He was kind of an XD guy. He was the kind of man who would buy a mansion that was beyond repair just to give it a completely new life. Everyone who had seen the property before it was renovated was astonished. They regretted not taking the opportunity themselves, seeing the transformation it underwent. Huh? I was just thinking that you're kind of like this house. What do you mean by that? I mean, when you first arrived. Oh, never mind. Forget it. Damn. Close, buddy. You were so close, man. She'll figure out you were peeping on her, stupid. She hasn't yet. Has she? Fumbling. He is trying so hard to fumble this albino baddie. Yes. It's nothing. The more I think about it, you and the mansion aren't really comparable. You know, you're not, like, super beautiful at all. Oh? Damn, she's so dejected. The truth is, it Being a rundown mess isn't the only reason nobody wanted to buy the house. They say... Oh shit, I got a fucking chill. I got a chill, dude. That was so sick. Oh, the BGM change. Oh my god. That all who dwell within this house shall be met with misfortune. Ah, do you believe it? Hey. I'm just kidding. It's not actually true. It's all rumors and hearsay, embellished to make the tale more exciting. Ooh, her gasping face. The rumors only started because of how it used to look. If the mansion truly begot misfortune, then we wouldn't still be here. And it wouldn't explain how my grandfather died. Do you know how he passed away? No, how did he? Inside a lovely lady. Bro, you did not just fucking say that to her. You did not just fucking say that to her. Oh my god. You're getting cut from the team for that fucking fumble. What? Believe it or not, that was how he died. Together with a young, beautiful woman. Wild. Yeah, wild to say to go grandpa? Yeah, both true. His time ran out while he was making love to her, they say. A rather crude way to go. But he was hardly misfortunate. What did I tell you? Ah, yes? Just so you know, I promised I didn't inherit my grandfather's propensity for such base behavior. In fact, yeah, I hate sex. I would never, with you, you know, I would never want to do such thing. What are you gonna say that, dude? Is that what you're gonna say? You gonna say that to her? You think that's a good thing to say? I am pure of body and spirit, dedicated wholly to my studies, and probably like. Oh, lucky you. She likes a dork. Hey, she laughed. My apologies. No, it's fine. Anyway, we were talking about the mansion, right? I always thought it was kind of a base behavior. That's base behavior. Fist bump. I got you. I've always thought it was kind of a strange place myself. The dress you're wearing, it was found here after my grandfather bought it. You don't see that kind of design around these parts, so I'm guessing it was probably imported. The architecture is really old-fashioned too, which must have caught grandfather's eye. When he announced his plans to buy it, the entire family opposed his decision, but he refused to budge. Renovation upon renovation gave the mansion new life, but of all his work, he was most fond of the roses in the garden. He collected species from all across the world, and every time he got a new one, he would summon gardeners to arrange and grow them. It took incredibly long to complete. There were even some that wouldn't grow in the climate of this land, but grandfather refused to give in. He truly loved roses. Me, I don't really get how someone could be so impassioned about them. It's just embarrassing. It's every time someone calls this house Rose Manor. Perhaps the roses were meant for someone. What? I'm simply speculating. Roses make wonderful gifts, after all. Indeed they do. If you like roses as much as Nellie, then you're welcome to go see them for yourself. Pick as many as you'd like. If anyone asks, just say I gave you permission. Damn. So Mel is finally showing interest in a woman, and Nellie's got some competition. Surely this will end well. don't be shy. I'm sure it'll get tiring if all you do is work. No, I'm sensitive to sunlight. Oh, she is an albino. That's what I thought. Oh, that's unusual. Perhaps that explains why you're so pale. I had no idea. That sounds rough. And your skin is so pretty, too. You don't seem terribly surprised. Called it? Yeah. I mean, maybe this is a vampire story, but I mean, I guess that's why vampires have the sort of white hair, red eyes, stereotype, right? No, I'm very much surprised. Or would you have preferred a more dramatic response? No, I just... I expected you to find it disturbing. I'm sensitive to sunlight and can hardly spend any time outside. That makes me sound like some kind of demonic creature. Hmm? Oh, you worry too much. There's not a monster in the world as sweet as you. Ah! Damn, accidental, Riz. Good job. Yes? Are the other maids teasing you, perhaps? The black-haired one, especially, she's... How do I put it? A little frightening. Almost as if she has a steel heart or something. She's impenetrable. Right, she's one of Mother's maids too, isn't she? Now I'm even more worried. Since you refuse to follow my instructions, you are henceforth Hellspawn. I can imagine her saying that. Wow, the sprite with like the incline of her head. God damn. This game's art is fucking crazy. It's so good. Oh, and again. Hey, I'm very sorry. No need to apologize. In fact, I wish you'd laugh more. Yeah, babe, smile. She's actually very kind to me, and everything she does with incredible precision and efficiency. She looks so young, and yet she has such skill. How long has she been here, in the mansion? Actually, she's been here for quite some time, but I don't know exactly how long. No one knows how old she is. It's kind of creepy. I have never once considered her such. Sorry, you're right. It's bad manners to speak ill of others. In a way, she still scares me. It's like there's no light in her eyes. Or like her smiles are all faked. That doesn't make her any less pretty, though. Ain't that just the way? The conversation died. I have to think of something else to talk about. Yes, you can ask me anything. Does the master, your father, Lord Mel, often retire from the mansion? I have not seen him around. Oh, yeah. Father frequently returns home. The mansion is actually our secondary house. What do you ask, though? I was just curious, nothing more. Oh. Um... Yes, what is it? One of the maids asked to see me, so I should be on my way. If you'll excuse me. Whoa. Damn, get handled. Alright. Let's see you later then. Goodbye. Alright, one moment. Since you're sensitive to the sun, I can pick some roses from time to time for you. For you to decorate your room. Lord Mel. That's all. Sorry for holding you up. Why am I so bad at this? She definitely thinks I'm obnoxious. I want to hide under a rock. I want to reverse time and try this over again. Roses are not becoming of me. He is too kind. Probably. Probably too kind. I think it's, oh no, is it? Well, I wasn't paying attention, and I think I just, read through ads, so, fortunately. P rolls off. He is a nice guy. He does seem like a nice guy. A nice guy, but not like a capital letters nice guy. Just like a, he's a nice, he's a charming dork, you know what I mean? I am constructing a profile of the target audience for this game, and good for them. They have great aesthetic sense. As a dork myself, respect. Exactly. Game recognized game. You have my thanks, Father. And I apologize for being late today. There was a girl, and you know me. Now there's something unusual. You not being punctual. Maybe next we'll go a whole month without rain. Do have mercy on next year's crops, Mel. You hyperbolize, Father. So did something nice happen? Oh shit, is this Oshino Meme? Huh? You look like you're in good spirits. Do I? Oh, nothing. Something did happen, didn't it? Elbow, elbow. It's all over my face, isn't it? People prefer an open book to a face of stone. So it is. People may prefer it, but it's not a good trait to have for social engagements. What? Not the kind of engagements you'll be having. Anyway. I'm sorry. Don't look so dejected. For now, at least, there's nothing wrong with that. So tell me, what has you in such a joyous mood, Mel? You torment me so, Father. We've taken on another maid. You know how that goes, right? Right? Someone new comes and things get lively for a while. All the excitement has gotten to me. That's all. Oh ho ho. Why are you looking at me like that? No reason, no reason. So, what family does the little lady come from? Oh, I don't actually know. You don't know? I was going to ask her, but I missed my chance. Father has returned home, and I can't speak to Mother. I see. She's caught your eye, hasn't she? Yeah, she has. But the truth is, you're more than just interested in her. Are you not? Hey, boy. Nellie's gonna be jelly. What? No, I... You truly do enjoy tormenting me. Well, I should be going home now. Mel? Yes? Make certain you find out where she's from. If you're genuinely interested in her, it's your responsibility to determine if she's actually suitable for you. Thank you. And excuse me. Damn, why the priest kind of a hater? Nah, he's not a hater. He's actually just being realistic. It doesn't matter if she's from an esteemed family or not. No. I'm not in love with her. I'm just interested. Yeah, can't have the rich guy with the peasants. Yeah, you know. Unfortunate, you know, social stratification or whatever. This isn't love, no. No way, fat chance. I won't say I'm in love. It couldn't be. This is me we're talking about. I'm way too autistic for that. Besides, I hardly even know her. Young sire, blessed young sire, alms for the poor. It's the same beggar as before. I don't think he's moved since then. But he looks skinnier than last time. He's going to have trouble making it through the summer. I should give him something, while I still have the chance. Alms for the poor, have mercy. Sorry, but this is all I have to give you. Thank you very much. Blessings upon you. May the Lord bless your soul, young sire. Thanks. I feel bad for him, but that's just the way of the world. Farewell. The skies are really clear. I love this background. I say that about every background, but you know, I think this one is like new, or we've passed through it but not dwelt here. The sun shone fiercely down on the town that day. As was characteristic of the area, cloudy days and rain were frequent during this season, but the sun almost always took the stage the day after a storm. The cathedral, standing tall in the center of town, stone-paved streets clacking with the pleasant sound of footsteps. The people peering out from beneath awnings to look at the sky. In Mel's eyes, it was as if they were all blessed by a divine light. Bro is smitten. Bro is so fucking smitten. However, not everyone living in the same land was equally blessed. In fact, blessed were far outnumbered by the Forsaken. Holy shit, the BGM fade on that line. Even if their time would later come to be referred to as the Golden Age. Elsewhere, back at the mansion, Nellie was causing trouble for the Abigails. On a whim, she had decided to redecorate her bedchamber, so she gathered the maids and put them to work shouting orders and demands and complaints. And she had not summoned only her personal servants, but others as well, including the white-haired girl. Pretty. No, not like that. How many times must I tell you? The tapestry goes by the door, and I don't like that carpet's pattern. Is there anything else we can change it with? Hey, who put this ugly vase here? Nellie appeared to be rather irritated, and it was the servants who bore the brunt of her frustration. Though if they found this similarly vexing, none of them showed it. She was a girl who spoke her mind, a trait particular to that time in history. Women of the Golden Age were so vivacious, in fact, that it inspired parody and satire in foreign countries. But no matter how hands-off her parents were, had Nellie been born a generation earlier, or a generation later, she likely would not have been able to act so free-spirited. That day, however, Nellie did not seem to be her usual self. Though she always spoke her mind, it rarely went beyond being childishly adorable. It was unusual to see her in such a foul mood, not even a smile on her face. Ugh, get rid of all of it. The carpet, that chair, that desk, it's all so ugly. Don't we have anything better? If we don't, then order it. Have it made. You can do that much, can't you? Hurry up and replace them. Having only arrived that morning, the white-haired girl was unsure what she was supposed to be doing, caught in the middle of a flurry of maids and furniture and fabric. Well, I've been reading the manga, did not realize it was based on a VN. I did not know that there was a manga, but I'm sure it's just as, sure, and I hope that's just as beautiful. Hi, Cubelessness. Hi, thank you for being here. It is a VN, and it is a beautiful VN. Thank you for being here. She chased frantically, scrambling Abigail's with her eyes, and made attempts to help, but not being familiar with the work, she only ended up getting in their way. She probably felt that everyone would be better off with her not in the room. So when the maids ordered to get new furniture made their way out of Nellie's room, she attempted to follow them. You hold on a second. You, yes you, with white hair. However, Nellie stopped her before she could take her leave. What? The white-haired girl turned back, bewildered, to find Nellie smiling at her. The corners of her mouth turned up into a self-assured grin. There was no trace of timidity or uncertainty in her demeanor. Her flaxen eyes seemed like they would look nice under the light of the sun. Almost the exact opposite of the white-haired girl. Hehe. I wanted to talk to you, actually. But Mother never was one to share. I asked her to trade maids, but she wouldn't have it. Trade? You mean for... Hehe. Wages so high, I decided to completely redecorate my room, because then I would need some extra hands. But why? Because Mother and Father refused to tell me anything. Why is that? Who are you exactly? Where did you come from? Tell me, what house are you from? Why can't you tell me? If we took you in, you must be from a fairly decent family. As a member of the Rhodes family, I have a right to know. Do I not? You can't expect me to welcome a girl into my home who won't even tell me where she came from. I don't know anything about you. I haven't seen you at any parties. I came from another country. Another country? What country? White lady is hot? True. True. White lady is hot, and that is a big problem for Nellie. It's very, very far away. Oh? North of here, east, west, south. It's tough. It's south of here. I crossed the sea to get here, which is why we never met before. Yeah, Nellie is, I believe what we're getting at is that Nellie is jelly. Because, she's a brocon. And she didn't think she'd have any competition because her brother's so fucking autistic. In comes the albino baddie. The wizard doing better stop straight. Yeah, sure you are. Wink. Nelly's jelly well, good one, thank you. How far did you have to travel then? How many times did the sun rise, and how many stormy nights did you face? Innumerable days and nights we sailed, heading ever further north. Huh? Huh? Uh, so, tell me. Lady Nelly, that is a most wonderful painting. She just tried to brush me off. I won't let her get away that easy. Painting. It's in my room, so of course it's wonderful. But that one's especially so. You're both so adorable. You, Lady Nelly and Lord Mel. How old were you when it was painted? Huh? Huh? She doesn't know she's in danger. Oh, that painting. Goodness, yes. You have a good eye for art. It is magnificent, isn't it? This was done when I was 4 and Mel was 7. You see how we're standing next to each other, holding hands? I was too young to remember it very well, but Mel looks like he was really embarrassed. But standing here like statues makes for a boring painting. Nellie explained brightly. Having completely forgotten she was pressed up against the white-haired girl, she did a little twirl, stopping to face the portrait. Though many paintings lined the walls of her room. Oh, thank you for the follow. Nellie was most fond of the one of her and her brother. 2 darling siblings, standing side by side, the older brother smiling kindly, and the younger sister sweetly tilting her head, her cheeks the color of fresh picked apples. It was like the very embodiment of their happiness. Painting lays its subjects bare, you know, fortune and misfortune, happiness and sorrow, enshrined on canvas for all to see. The manga is enjoyable so far, through volume 5. Do you recommend it? That is good to know. The VN will probably take me a long time to get through, so I might read the manga a bit just for comparison. But thank you for the recommendation. I really do appreciate it. And this reflection is not merely limited to the point in time it was made either. Did you know, Master, that paintings are alive? They are drawn with a brush over such an extended stretch of time, unlike photographs, which capture a singular moment. I don't know how old it is, actually. Look that up real quick. It is, well, it's about 10 years old, actually. The 10th anniversary just passed. Well, A Requiem for Innocence just passed. So the original, this one, is probably much later. Let me look it up. But yeah, the 10th anniversary of A Requiem for Innocence just passed. The house in Fata Morgana, the original, was released in 2012. So 13 years. And I love that they released it in 4x3. Even though it was like released like well after like widescreen was like had become the standard. That's fucking awesome. This looked really good for being that age. I mean, it's art. Yeah, it does look good. If anything, UIs have gotten worse since, well, back then. The two have their own individual merits, but a photograph is still while a painting moves. Portraits reveal both the past and the present state of those they depict. Mel and I have always been close. I would sing songs for him, and he would teach me about all sorts of things. He's so smart. Nowadays, Mel hardly even goes on walks with me, making excuses like I'm an adult now. But we used to spend a lot of time playing together in the rose garden. I see. The white-haired girl normally had difficulty smiling, but her lips naturally curled upward, as Nellie reminisced. A vision of the two happy siblings had probably swelled up in her mind. And I imagine there was a faint trace of envy in her heart as well. Lady Nellie, you love Lord Mel quite deeply, I see. Yes, of course I do. Mel's smart, and he's studious, and he's incredibly kind. For my birthday, he gave me this wonderful rose necklace. The jewelry shop he got it from is famous because even the royal family makes commissions from their workshop. So he had to have it ordered months in advance. Just for me. He's a prince. Oh. He's pretty charming, wouldn't you say? That's why I call him my prince. But you know what? Mel is a terrible dancer, and he still hasn't got his feet on the ground yet, and he's so bad at interacting with girls. So there's no one else who would say that about him. He's quite the gentleman. I assumed women would be drawn to him. Gentlemen? Have you met Mel already? This morning. Briefly. That reminds me. Mel seemed to know about her too. This bitch. What do you think about Mel? As he said, as I said, he is a gentleman. That's not what I mean. Don't think I'll let you get away with putting any funny ideas in his head. What? Mel is too trusting. He's pure of heart, so I won't stand for you trying to take advantage of him. I would never. So you say, but you actually want to get close to him. I wouldn't dream of it, Lady Nellie. He's a man far beyond my reach. You aren't planning on doing anything, are you? Not at all. And you don't have any romantic feelings for him, do you? What? Well, do you? I have no romantic feelings for him, Lady Nellie. She lied. And you won't develop any. I will not. And with that, Nellie gave a wide, satisfied grin. Even though one has no way of knowing how another truly feels, or how they might feel in the future. You wouldn't, would you? Now that I think about it, there are plenty of other boys. You getting together with Mel is downright absurd. Indeed. Oh, but anyway, back to what we were talking about earlier. Your family, I almost forgot. Nah, deflection failed. We'll get him next time. You haven't told me exactly where you came from or anything about your, yeah, little sister gatekeeping, exactly. Vicious, Brocon territorialism. Lady Nellie, I've brought in a carpet. Just look at the embroidery. The work of a true artisan. I'm simply in love with it. Surely we'll find it to your liking as well. Wow, you're right. That's a Florentine stitch, isn't it? I wonder whether someone mimicked the style or if it was imported. Either way, a great find. Let's hurry up and get it laid out. Oh, and we'll have to see how the colors go with everything else. We have to finish redecorating quickly so I can show Mel. He'll be so surprised. What a wonderful taste you have, Nellie. When the other Abigails returned, so too did the bustle within Nellie's room. As the white-haired girl watched, a faint smile crossed her lips. Perhaps it was from relief at having escaped. Nelly's inquisition. Or perhaps... Oh. Ah, Nelly, I'm back. Did you eat something you're not supposed to, dearest Mel? You're unusually cheerful. I'm the same as always. Anyway. Never mind that, dearest Mel. Take a look at my room. I redecorated today. So that's what you've been hiding. Why you've been hiding. Oh no, it's what? Yes. So that's what you've been hiding away in the house all day, Nelly. How is that any different from what you were doing? You were in the church all day. I guess. I will look at your room, I promise. But first, do you know where the new maid is? Uh-oh. Buddy. Well, no, don't get any strange ideas. I just haven't yet had the chance to introduce myself, and I thought I should, as a member of the family. Oh no, man. Not that lie. That one hurts. Except you have, and I know it. Being the eldest son, it would be shameful if she would have passed me in the halls, not even knowing who I am, so... Don't ask me. What? But you were in the house all day. She attends to Mother, so I bet I know where she is. Though she did help redecorate my room. You made her help? That's work for the men servants. There was no reason to make the maids do it. Oh, so you're saying I should invite a bunch of men into my room? 5 guys? I go into your room all the time, Nelly, and you were in my bedchamber just this morning. Only one man is allowed in my bedroom, dearest Mel, and that is you. So unless you become a servant, which I will not stand for. Oh, Nelly, you ought to be a little more. Did you just say 5 guys? Haha. No. No. A little more what? If you're going to lecture me, I won't hear it. What am I going to do with you, my little lady? But what? Why are you looking at me like that? We talked about you, dearest Mel. And I'm not going to tell you what she said. About me? What did she say? Please, Nelly. She said... So true. She said she has no romantic interest in you. Get mean girled. Mel, as an autistic male, you have no defense against the mean girl. Your sister, you're outmatched. It's fucking over, bud. Well, why did that even come up? Because we're both girls. We talk about things like what kind of boys we like and who's the most handsome. Why do you look so downtrodden, dearest Mel? You look like a sad little boy who can't get his crush to notice him. That face is unbecoming of a prince, Mel. Are you interested in her? Yeah, bro's already lost the game. He didn't even know he was playing. Yeah. Sucks to suck. GG. Go next. That's strange. You haven't even met. I'm not. It's just depressing to find out that someone you've never even met doesn't like you. That's all. Uh-huh. 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 Oh. If I'm going to make my move, I must do so soon. I don't have much time. The master of the house isn't around, so next in line would be him. that painting. What? 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 What's happening? Anne. Despite his near devastation by Nellie's news, Mel's flaxen eyes continued to wander in hopes of catching sight of the girl. By now, it should be quite obvious to you what Mel was feeling. But the boy himself was having difficulty comprehending the things going through his heart. Emotionally, he was horribly unstable, like a ship without a sail. And still, every time he spotted the white-haired girl, his heart would leap, his whole body jitter, anxiety and excitement. He had never felt anything like this before, and as such, he struggled to keep these strange emotions in check. Whenever he saw an opportunity, Mel would speak to the white-haired girl. And days he was unable to, he either spent in secluded silence or a distracted days. Love is a curious thing. It has the power to change those who experience it. When he did manage to approach her, he tripped over his tongue. Again and again he talked to her, and again he stumbled. I imagine, if you were to take him to see a romance at the theater in his present state, he would cry just as much as little Nellie. We cry at tragedies because we draw parallels with our own lives. At least, that is what I think. Great tales of romance attain true gravity with the audience only when they are personally familiar with love. In any event, the white-haired girl was, as a result of this, visibly perturbed. She was delighted that he was being so kind to her, but confusion overpowered every other emotion. She appeared to be at a loss for what to do as he clumsily catapulted words and stares at her. But Mel did not back down, though he probably knew not what caused such fiery emotion to erupt from within his breast. One's first love, in particular, is to burn like a wildfire. Are you familiar with the sensation, Master? Oh? Ah. There she is. What happened? You have a sandwich now? What happened was, basically Mel's been pursuing the white-haired girl and she doesn't know what to do. And also, his sister told him that, that the white-haired girl wasn't interested because she coerced the white-haired girl into saying that. But, Mel kept pursuing her anyway. But he gets real awkward around her all the time. It's very sad, very silly, very endearing. She's so hot, also true. There she is. Is she cleaning? No, it looks like she's reading. It's now or never. Stupid incest bitch, true. Stupid incest mean girl bitch, yeah. Damn. Boo. Ah. sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Lord Mel, you very clearly meant to scare me. Because you just wouldn't notice me. What are you reading? You looked pretty engrossed. I am sorry, I should have asked for permission. It's fine. No need to apologize. Feel free to read whatever you want. And you're welcome to bring books back to your room if you'd like to spend more time with them. But I was just amazed. that the mansion had a library. It's been a lot of work too. I liked all these books. There are some pretty old books in here too. Your grandfather's? Some that he collected, and some even older than that. Take a look at this. I think it's a diary, but it's not from this country. Or this century, for that matter. Maybe a feudal lord? Here, he's complaining about the quality of the harvest. Can this forsaken land only produce over sour grapes? If only the largest of the Barney, or maybe Barnier? If only the largest of the Barnier estates were mine instead. The land there is much more suitable to cultivation. There you have it. You can read this, Lord Mel? More or less. I've looked over it several times already, so that wasn't too difficult. Why would such an old book be here? I'm not sure. It and all of this was already here when I moved into the mansion. Have you not lived here your whole life? I was born at our estate. But to me and Nellie, this is more like our home. We moved when I was still young, and we've lived here ever since. Nellie and Mother both have grown quite fond of it. Father, though, often goes back to the house because he doesn't like all the roses. By himself? Yeah, well, sometimes. Mother goes with him, showing off his knowledge he's learning. Hey, put your best foot forward. Even if on accident. I think he just can't help himself, personally, which is endearing because it's like he's showing off without showing off. That's the way to do it. But for the most part, he goes alone. For sure? For sure. For real. But don't get me wrong. It's not because they don't get along. In fact, they act more like teenagers in love than grown adults. It almost makes me sick having to watch it. It's a wonderful thing to be so close, no matter how old they may be. True, but still. There are those in the world who cannot be with the ones they care about for as much as they wish. I'm sorry about that. Oh, that's right. The book. What were you reading? Wasn't exactly reading. I can't. I do not enjoy reading lots of text, so I was looking at the pictures. Is that so? You seem very cultured, so I thought you would be partial to reading. Perhaps you're actually more like Nellie, and eschew your studies? Am I? Yes. I would have guessed. But you like looking at pictures. I do. What else do you like? Oh, what? What do you enjoy doing? It can be anything. I enjoy being told stories. Well then, you should follow the channel. Stories? Yes. When I was young, my father would tell me tales. What kinds of stories did you like? There's one about an imprisoned girl. Tell it to me. Oh. A story within a story. Damn. Once there was a girl, and she was locked away in a mansion deep in the forest. The house in Fata, Morgana? A mansion with only one. Okay, so not this one. But the window sat high up on the wall, far beyond her reach. So it was always very dark inside, unlike this mansion. However, the girl did not like the outside world. There were lots of scary things out there, after all. Though she may have been all alone in the mansion, she grew comfortable with the darkness in time, so she had nothing to be afraid of. And then, am I doing a good job? You're doing fine. Keep going. What happens next? Okay. And then the girl grew up. And then she had already forgotten why she was locked up, but she was content with the darkness. However, her eyes couldn't help but be drawn to the little bit of light that spilled through the one window. Though she was comfortable in the darkness, the sight of the light made her heart race. Looking at a cum stain? I certainly hope not. You should be looking at the stream instead. At first, the girl thought it was because she found it unpleasant, because she disliked the light and the outside. But slowly, she came to realize that she was curious about the outside world. What could be happening out there? I am? Well, if you're, buddy, if you're seeing a cum stain, you're not looking at the stream. For all she knew, the town, the forest, the people, all of it could have changed while she was imprisoned in the mansion. But she had no way of finding out. So the girl decided to write letters and throw them out the window. What began as empty grasping became routine, continuing for several months until she was finally ready to give up. But then a beautiful white dove flew in through the window. Tied to the dove's leg was a letter. Her heart racing, she read the words contained within. It seemed to have been written by a man. The letter contained numerous questions for the girl. It also said that if she attached her reply to the dove, it would bring the letter back to her. She was astonished, but she wrote him back anyway, taking care not to mention where she was. After having exchanged letters a number of times, the two felt very close to one another, as though they had known each other for many years, despite having never met. And eventually the man said he wanted to meet her. You're in love with the story? Me too, this is pretty cool. Pretty great. Indeed. The girl wasn't sure what to do. Should she tell him of how she lived? Should she reveal where she spent her days? She was afraid if she did, he would cease to send her letters. She was sure he believed her to be a young lady of noble blood, and not a girl locked away in a house deep in the forest. The girl could not bring herself to write a response. She released the dove through the window. Nothing attached to its leg. And yet it returned with another letter, written in the man's familiar hand. You must surely have a grave reason for your silence, it said. I would like to know that reason, and I would like to help you, no matter what it may be. You have my word. She deliberated. Though his letters were kind, she did not know this man. He was from the outside. Would he still treat her the same way when he met her? And did she even want to step out into the world beyond? What do you think she did? Wrote a letter and agreed to meet him, right? Yes, she did. The girl made up her mind. She would write a letter. As always, when she tied it to the dove's leg, it flew off out the window. And for some time after that, she received no response from the man. It saddened her, but she thought it was for the best. She belonged in her own confined world, her world of darkness. Then one day, light shone into the mansion. The sealed door had been opened, and in the doorway stood a handsome young man. I have come for you, he said. The man was a prince from a neighboring kingdom. When the girl stepped outside, before her sat a magnificent carriage, the likes of which she had never seen before accompanied by many servants. The prince, kind as in the letters, swore his love to her, and the two lived happily ever after. Oh, what a nice story. I'm glad I had a happy ending. A prince. Was there something funny about the story? No, no, no. That's not why I was laughing. Do you ever imagine what it would be like if a prince showed up for you? Huh? It doesn't have to be a real prince. Even just someone like one. Is that something you dream about? Oh, I think I'm perhaps a little too old for that. You think so? Nellie still fantasizes about her prince, and she's 14. I just assumed all girls were the same. Lady Nellie's prince. She smiles. Aw. Bittersweet. Bittersweet smile. She doesn't dream of that because she's a vampire and doesn't sleep. Damn. Yeah. I mean, got him. Is it not? I mean, we used to play make believe a lot when we were kids, but I very much doubt she still thinks of me that way in earnest. When she calls me her prince now, it's mostly in jest. I swear this story is gonna hurt us somehow. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. No, no, no. There's a love triangle. One of them's a psycho incest bitch. Oh yeah. No, this is gonna get real sad. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. If it weren't, that would be concerning. Oh? Why she gasp? That story. Do you know if it's a regional tale? Or one that's been passed down through the ages? I am not sure. It could very well be of my father's own creation. You might think me conceited, but I think the story might be about me. The girl trapped in the mansion is you. You haven't been locked up anywhere before, have you? No, thankfully. I've never been locked up before. Thank goodness. But with an appearance like mine, I can sympathize with her being afraid of the outside world. I have, at times, imagined how wonderful life would be if it were only me and my father. But the girl left the house in the end. If your father really wrote that story, then I believe it contains hope for you to end up the same way. Oh, I don't have what it takes to be a real prince and whisk you away, but I can at least pretend. That's so charming. So if it was your father's wish for you to see the outside world, then surely there's nothing wrong with you getting out and experiencing all the scenery that world has to offer. I want to see the outside too. Or to be more specific, other countries. So, if you'd like, You trying to elope? Uh-oh, tippy taps? Could maybe go see distant lands together. Ah, dears, I literally got a fucking chill when she popped up. Dearest Mel, I've been looking all over for you. And Nellie. Look at this, dearest Mel. Mother bought me these wonderful gloves to wear on walks. Fuck her? Yeah. The roses embroidered on the wrists are just precious. Oh my, you're right. They're beautiful. Leave them alone, I wish. You appear to be dizzy, Lord Mel. Are you feeling unwell? No, I'm not fine. Mel was feeling frustrated at his inability to convey his feelings to her. And as his frustration built up over time, he developed, I suppose you could call it, a severe case of lovesickness. For several consecutive nights, he had been afflicted with a peculiar sensation. A presence in his bedchamber. Death. Oh my, this, fuck, this piano is so good. Oh my god, I get another chill. It's so good. Death to the unholy one. Death to the heretic. Death to the witch. Oh no, yeah. Kill. Beep. Okay. She's... I never wanted her to die. Was she not eating? Seal off the tower. Understood? No one finds out about this. How can you be so calm? Don't you understand what you've done? Pinning the blame on me? How nice it must be to be able to distort reality with panic. You're just as guilty as any of us. I never wanted her to die. Ooh. The witch killed her. The blood of the witch killed my beep. Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ah, it's so good. Ah, is this her backstory? Wait, yeah. Yeah, I think so. If you, yeah. She was telling a story, and that's why I went to it like a different presentation style. A dream? What was that dream? It was horribly unsettling. I was holding someone, a girl I cared for dearly, in my arms, and she was limp. It was almost as if she were dead. I've been having a lot of really unpleasant dreams lately. I can't stop shaking. Why would I have such a dream? I feel sick. Back to sleep. But I wonder, who was that girl? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so good. I can sense someone standing beyond my door. Is someone there? It's like they're watching me. Is it just my imagination? I can't move. What? What do you want? Go away. The sound is growing fainter. It's eerie ass music. Yes. Very eerie, very ass, very music. White haired girl. Hey. Is that truly what your story meant? Mother. But such a magnificent garden. Something we could never have had. Were my intentions misguided? A beautiful white rose. I love the voiceover on the subtitles. Thank you so much. Appreciate that very much. It's very kind. Very gratifying. Beautiful art. Beautiful CG. Let's go! You know, you could have sneaked into his room rather easily then. No one was watching. How long have you... Oh, you needn't pay me any mind. I shall not condemn you, no matter what you might do. Rather, I am on your side. I was not going to do anything. This composition is like I love this. It's surreal. It doesn't make any sense, but it's just beautiful. The rendering style, I can't get enough. This art is awesome. Everything about this fucking game is so good. Looks good? Yeah, it's fucking beautiful. Oh, Is that so? Then perhaps you were out for a late night stroll. I imagine you have less difficulties going out at night. I beg your pardon, I will return to the mansion immediately. Oh yes, that reminds me. It was also the middle of the night when the grocer's servant broke into their safe. News of that spread quite far. I'm sure you would have heard about it. Oh? Although, was Gamash imprisoned? Dear me, I am having trouble remembering. But worry not. If you wish for it, the mansion shall provide. You are in no danger whatsoever of getting caught. You said that a witch lives in the mansion. Did you not? I did. Does that sound perhaps a bit archaic to you? No. I believe those rumors mockingly refer to me. Oh my. I've been accused of being a witch before. Which is amusing. I don't have any magical powers. I simply have an unusual appearance. Blood red rose. Wow. That was fucking creepy. That was real fucking creepy, man. Also, that was the first time that the dialogue, skipped itself. And again, like, the atmosphere, recently in this VN has given me chills, like, frequently. And the way the game just, took control for me for a second. Fuck, that's really good. The white rose turned red and it's dripping. The rose. Is something the matter? This rose. The BGM is so fucking freaky. It is. This rose. This rose was white. Yeah, especially if it hadn't done that before. Very good. Yeah. Very, very good. Until I took it in my hand. Is that so? I apologize. I must sound mad. I'm sure I was just mistaken. It couldn't possibly have changed. I wonder. Did the girl locked in the mansion become a princess? What? We should lock up and head to bed. Make sure all of the shutters are closed nice and tight, and then draw the bar on the front door. The house in Fata Morgana. Slowly but surely, time drift onward, everyone working toward their own individual goals. And I think here is where I call it for now, for tonight. Thank you for being here, for watching, listening. It has been so much fun. It really has. And it's so nice to meet you. Several of you. Many of you. Good job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. It's been so much fun reading and experiencing this and sharing it. And thanks for sharing it with me. It's awesome. It's awesome. Love it. And thanks to the Dachis for recommending me Peak every fucking time. Have a good night. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for the amazing stream and voice and the subtitle. My pleasure. My pleasure. Do you normally stream around this time? I do have a schedule on my Twitter. Um, gratefully found this awesome shirt. My heart. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Normally, yes. However, normally I stream other VNs. Good night and farewell. Normally I stream other VNs on our play. I'm reading through a few. And again, check out my Twitter. It's on in bio or whatever. Um, yeah. My schedule will keep on my Twitter, and I plan on reading this again next week, same time, same place. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye bye.